Morning, sweetheart. There you are. I was wondering when those pretty eyes would open. No. Don't look surprised. Of course I'm still here. Where else would I be? I told you I would stay, and I always keep my promises. I watched you sleep. You sleep differently than humans do, you know. The doctors wrote reports about it. Pages and pages. Charts. Observations. The way your breathing changes. The way your ears twitch when you dream. The way your hands curl like you're holding on to something. Or someone. Oh, there it is, that look. You forgot for a moment. You forgot where you were, and now you remember. The room. The straps. Me. I know, it's disappointing, but you'll get used to waking up beside me. Eventually. And so, how do you feel? Any dizziness? Any nausea? Pain? Be honest. You remember the rule. No lying, not even little lies. Especially not little lies. They're the easiest ones to miss, and the easiest ones to build a life around. Your shoulder hurts. I thought so. You kept pulling against the restraint in your sleep. Poor thing. You fought all night, even unconscious. That's dedication. I almost admire it. Almost. But it's wasted energy. There's nowhere to run. Hold still. Let me see. There. You really are beautiful, even injured. Especially injured. There's something about vulnerability. Something honest. People become themselves when they're hurt. All the masks fall away. All the pretending disappears. And what's left is who they really are. Do you know what I think is left when I look at you? Not a monster. Not a prisoner. Not an experiment. Not a weapon. Just someone tired. Someone who spent so long surviving that he forgot how to live. I can fix that. Oh, you don't believe me? That's all right. You don't have to. Not yet. Faith comes later. Trust comes later. Love comes later. Everything important takes time, and we have so much time, don't we? Do you know what happened after you fell asleep? Something interesting. The guards came. 3 of them. Not to see you, to see me. They stood outside the door, knocking, demanding, the way people do when they think they're important. And one of them asked if I've changed my mind. Asked if I wanted to return you. return you, like you were a borrowed book, a piece of furniture, something temporary. I laughed right in his face. You should have seen him. Humans hate being laughed at, especially by people they've locked away. It reminds them that cages don't always work. I told him no. Of course I told him no. Why would I return you? I've only just gotten you. You know, they're scared of you. Not the way they pretend, not the way they act. Actually scared. I've heard them talking, whispering. Humans always whisper when they think nobody can hear. It's adorable. They forgot that some of us were built differently. They say, you're dangerous. They say you could tear through steel if you wanted. They say you've killed people. They say you've escaped facilities before. They say they've never seen something like you. And you know what I think? I think they're afraid because they hurt you first, and frightened creatures bite. Tell me something. Have you ever noticed how humans create the monsters they fear? They poke, they prod, they chain, starve, and isolate. And then, when something finally snarls, they act surprised. Cruel little things. Not all of them, just most. But enough of them. Today is special. I have plans. I made breakfast. Well, I supervised breakfast. The kitchen staff gets nervous when I use knives. Isn't that silly? You don't think it's silly. No, you probably think they're being sensible. That's okay. You're allowed your opinions. For now. Anyway, I brought fruit and bread and tea and something else. Something I thought you might like. Something from outside. Look, a flower. There aren't many flowers here. Most things don't grow well around the prison, but this one did. Some stubborn little thing pushing through concrete, refusing to die. It reminded me of you. Here, look. Isn't it pretty? Tiny little petals, bent stem, still alive. You know, most people would pick a flower because it's beautiful. I picked this one because it survived. We'll keep it. You and I. We'll watch how long it lasts. I wonder which of you is more stubborn. Hey, I have another reward for you. You've been mostly good, so I'm going to remove the other strap. Now don't get excited. This isn't freedom. Remember, this is trust. at me. No, really look at me. If you try to hurt me, they'll take you away. If you try to run, they'll take you away. And if you force my hand, I'll have to become someone you don't want to meet. So, let's not do any of those things, all right? Good boy. There, both hands. Look at that. Progress. I'm proud of you. Oh, you weren't expecting that. Nobody says they're proud of prisoners, do they? Nobody says they're proud of monsters. Nobody says they're proud of mistakes, but I do. Because I know what effort looks like. And you're trying very hard not to panic. That's worth something. Can I tell you a secret? A real one? Okay, I wasn't always here. No, not this room, not this prison, not even this country. I've been in many places, some worse than this, some much worse. People always assume the cage is the worst part. It isn't. The worst part is when they convince you that you deserve it. That took me years to unlearn. Maybe that's why I wanted you. Maybe that's why I couldn't stop thinking about you. Because every time I saw you through that glass, you looked exactly how I used to feel. Alone. No one should be alone that long. Not even monsters. Especially monsters. Oh, your claws are growing back. Did you know that? The doctors filed them down again. I hate when they do that. They say it's for safety. I think it's because they're afraid of being reminded what you are. Humans love nature until it grows teeth. Don't worry, they'll grow back. Things like us are difficult to change. You've spent your whole life being treated like something dangerous, something that needs to be controlled, contained, managed, measured. I wonder, what happens if nobody tries? What happens if someone simply accepts you? What happens if someone loves the beast too? There, you did it again. That look. The one where you almost feel sorry for me. Oh, don't. I'm much worse than I seem. That's another secret. Do you hear that? No, No, not outside. Listen carefully. Nothing. That's the strange thing about this room. The silence. Most people hate it. They stay here for one night and start begging to leave. You know why? Because silence gives your thoughts room to move, and most people are terrified of what's inside their own heads. I've lived with mine for years, and now you'll live with them too. And don't worry, they like you. Mostly. Tell me something. When you were little, before all this, before the cages and the tests and the chains, what did you want? Not what they wanted. You. What did you dream about? You don't want to answer. That's all right. I already know. You wanted somewhere safe. Everyone does, even me. Maybe especially me. Do you know why this room keeps people? It's not the lock. It's not the walls. It's not even me. It's because eventually the room learns you. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Every person who stays here leaves something behind. A fear, a habit, a memory, a piece of themselves. And the room remembers. Sometimes I think it remembers more than I do. At night, when you're asleep, I swear I can feel it listening. Not in a bad way, in the way a house listens, in the way a nest listens. Like it's waiting to see whether you'll stay. I think it likes you too. Everyone does. Eventually. You know what I noticed this morning? You stopped looking at the door. Only for a moment, but you did. You looked at me instead, and that made me happy. Perhaps happier than it should have. That's dangerous. Because every little step you take toward me makes it harder for me to imagine letting you go. Not that I was planning to. But still. Someone tried to access the room last week. Before you arrived. A doctor, a curious little man, thought the rules didn't apply to him. Thought because he wore a white coat he could walk wherever he pleased. He opened the door, stepped inside, looked around, touched things that weren't his. The room didn't like that, and neither did I. He doesn't come here anymore. Anyway, breakfast first. existential dread later. Open. Good. See, you're getting better at this. Another bite. Good boy. I like taking care of you, more than I expected. I thought I'd enjoy owning you, but I didn't expect to enjoy caring for you. There's a difference. Ownership is easy. Anyone can lock a door, but care is harder. Care means paying attention, remembering, protecting, sacrificing, staying. And I've become very good at staying. Look at you. You're not shaking as much. Oh, that's wonderful. And terrible. Because now I don't know whether you're becoming comfortable or simply giving up. I hope it's comfort. I really do. Because if it's surrender, that would make me sad, and I don't want a broken thing. I want you. The real you. The stubborn, terrified, beautiful, complicated you. Can you do something for me? Just one thing. Take my hand. That's it. Just hold it. See? Nothing terrible happened. The room didn't collapse. The prison didn't explode, and the world kept turning. It's just a hand. Mine. And yours. For a moment. That's enough. You know, I think you're lonely too. I think that's what scares you most. Not me. Not the room. Not the locks. The possibility that part of you wants this. That part of you wants someone to stay. Someone who refuses to leave. Someone who keeps choosing you. Again and again and again. Even when you make it difficult. There it is, that heartbeat, faster. Interesting. Don't worry, I won't tell. Your secrets are safe with me, all of them. And someday, when you finally stop expecting abandonment, when you finally stop waiting for the other shoe to drop, when you finally understand that I'm not going anywhere, maybe then you'll tell me yours. Until then, we have time. We have breakfast. We have stories. And we have silence. And we have this room. The room that keeps you. The room that keeps us. Now eat. Rest. Heal. and try not to worry so much about escaping. Because the truth is, I'm starting to think the room would miss you. And I know I would, so stay with me today. Just today. Tomorrow can make its own decisions, but today you're safe. And today, I'm keeping watch. Good boy.